Alright, here we go with another video. Maybe pre-calc, maybe calc 1, maybe review, but regardless. I want to give a couple examples and explain to you this is targeted towards calc 1 students who just need to know how to take the ln of something. If they need to find ln of, if they need to do ln of 1, how do I find out what that is? Ln of e, ln of 0, ln of square root of e. I don't know. If you just see that, this video is going to talk about how you actually just calculate it. We're not going to go into any theory. So remember what ln x is. Ln x is the inverse of e to the x. So, inverses are not a foreign concept to you. In fact, you know square rooting, for instance, is the inverse of squaring. So if you're teaching like a small child how to do like the square root of 25, how would you teach this to them? I'm going to put it in quotes because this is like literally what you would say. You would tell them to ask, what number squared gives you 25? And then you would have them go through, and then they would say, oh, I know what number. That's 5. So inverses are just asking a question, what number do I do the regular operation of to get me here? So if I need to find, I'll do an example. If I need to find ln of e squared, how do I do that? Well, what I'm asking myself, it's the inverse of e to the x. So what number, what x do I plug into e to the x, which gets me back here, which gives e squared? And the answer is 2. So that answer is 2. I'm going to write 3 more examples. Actually, 4. Five. Okay. So pause the video if you think you can do it and give it a whirl. Okay, so I'm going to write out the questions for all of these. So ln of 1, I need to say, what value of x do I plug into e to the x, which gives 1? And the answer is, e to the what is 1? Well, 0. E to the 0 is 1, because anything to the 0 power is 1. So from here on out, I'm going to write the question more succinctly. I'm going to say, not what x do I plug into e to the x, e to what power gives me 1 over e squared? Well, the answer is -2, because e to the -2 gives me 1 over e squared. So that's it. How about square root of e? I'll write out the question. E to what power gives me square root of e? Answer, 1/2 power. E to the 1/2 power is the square root of e. And the last one, e to what power gives me -1? Well, you actually can't do it. No power of e gives me -1. If I do positive numbers, remember, e is just something like 2.7. So e to the 10th, for example, is something like 2.7 times 2.7 times 2.7 10 times. And it's huge. Okay, it's not a positive number. I can't plug in negative numbers in because that's just in a denominator, and that'll give me a really tiny number. In fact, let me do that. It's 0.00004534. I need to get to -1. No power of e will get me to a negative number. So the answer is it's undefined. -1 is not a number you can't put in. Negative 1 is a number you can't plug in there. So, hope this helped you. If so, yeah, that's about it.